Morning, guys. This is Smitty again today. Um, so I've got my hoodie on and trying to stay out of the rain. I'm in California, but it's basically like Seattle weather for the last week. It's rainy and dreary, and I have to walk like a quarter of a mile from my office to our other buildings at work, so it's pretty interesting. I get a lot of exercise every day. Just wanted to say good morning, and I'll add more clips to this later. I'm now back in my office, but unfortunately there's a class going on in the auditorium right outside my door there. So I get to keep the mask on because people can walk in here, the educators. So I get to keep the mask on pretty much the whole time until they take a break in about 30 minutes. I'll take it off and enjoy some fresh air. If it could actually be fresh air in this little room here. And this is what my little office really looks like. I have another area that has much more stock in it for helping people out and equipment and all of that. The computer's behind me right here, or that's my imaging station where I image all the PCs and get Windows installed on them and the software that's required for the users and all of that. And if you're wondering about the sunglasses on my head, I didn't realize it was going to be raining this morning, so they don't really help me at all. But yeah, that's my office in a nutshell, and why I get to wear the mask most of the time. But it's a pretty fun job. It keeps me busy. Like I said, I get to walk a lot. Normally I'm back and forth across the street to our other set of buildings 4 or 5 times a day, and go over there to fix people's issues and troubleshoot software and hardware, do all kinds of things. So on the eBay storefront, and Macari actually, we sold it's a Cat 3-in-1 air compressor, jump starter, USB charger. It's a pretty cool item. I'll try and show you one later on in the video when I get home. And then we also sold a Thomas Kincaid Sound of Music 1,000-piece puzzle. The cat, we took an offer, had it listed for $90, took an offer of $80 plus shipping, to someone actually here in California. So I paid $25 for it. So that's a pretty good profit after the fees for eBay and everything. I think that's going to be about a $50 profit for us. The fees weren't very much for that item, because I always actually do the promote down to about 4%. Actually, I think it's going to be about $40 for the profit on that. I didn't do the math quite right in my head. And then the Thomas Kincaid, I paid $7 for it, and we sold it for $30. So after eBay fees, and that's plus shipping, after eBay fees, we're probably going to make about $18 on that, which is not bad for a puzzle. And then we also sold, actually, it was one of my son's t-shirts before he was just transitioning between boys and men's clothes. So I think it's a boys extra large, which equates to about a men's small. And we sold that for $5. That one's pretty much all profit. We already had that. I didn't have to pay anything for it. I think actually it was a gift at one point for Christmas or something. But so $5 plus shipping. That's pretty good. And I think that was it so far today. But I mean, that puts our sales about $60 so far in profit for the day. So that's not too bad. I look forward to hopefully selling more since it's the Christmas season. And I just posted, I believe, in 5 more items, a VCR DVD combo, an espresso machine, a Pyrex bread pan, 2 dispenser, it's like a food dispenser. It's got 2 1.5 liter, 1.75 liter tubes on it, and you pour the cereal in there and it stores it in there, and you just turn this little knob and it goes right into your bowl.
Could you try again?
Apparently my watch thought I was talking to it, but I wasn't.
Hold on, I'll be able to answer that question.
All right, well, I love how unsmart the smartwatches can be sometimes. It's pretty scary. Let me bring up a picture of that. Actually, it's a pretty interesting thing. And again, the espresso machine, the dual dispenser, and the DVD VCR combo, those were all basically things that I already had or were given to me to sell, which is very cool because I didn't have to spend any money on it, and it's basically pure profit. So, and actually my lovely wife is going to be posting some stuff this morning or all throughout the day today. Oh, that was the other item that I had to post, which was a Lacey 500 gig USB external hard drive. Again, was pure profit. I already had that. It was just accumulated during my computer business sales. But let's look at this food dispenser. It's actually pretty cool. I'm going to turn you around here, and hopefully you can see the screen pretty well. It's actually a pretty cool item. I thought about using it myself, but just don't have any place to put it. And if you wonder why I have to turn the phone around, it's because apparently iPhone does not have an option to flip the screen while you're recording video. Not quite sure why they would do something like that, but it is what it is for now until I get a better camera. So, but yeah, hopefully I can sell some of those new items that I listed. We still have probably hundreds of items to list. I have boxes of hard drives, 500 gig hard drives, and sticks and sticks of RAM, and hundreds of CDs, music CDs and DVDs that we're going to list. We're trying to not overflow our store, plus not get charged the extra fees for going over the 250 that you're allotted per month. So, plus it becomes a lot of work. I think the most items I've posted online in a day is, I don't know, 30 items. And it took me probably about 7-8 hours to do that, to post them to both eBay and Mercari. So it becomes pretty tedious, and I think I spent 15 hours working last weekend on our store and getting things posted and pictures and staged, and it becomes a lot of work. So if you're thinking about starting an eBay store, just know that you're in for a lot of work. So to let all of you know, just some of the processes that I take to do when I'm working. A lot of times, we'll get people having issues with certain software, or their computer won't start up, and a lot of times I have to go out to them. But when I'm setting up a computer, basically we use what's called Pixie Boot. And basically what you do is you boot into it, and we have an SCCM analyst who creates and sets up our imaging to set the computers up and get Windows installed on them. It basically, the Windows has all of our settings and configuration already in it, and we can choose software to install on there, and like Office or Zoom, things like that. And then once it's all set up, we take it out to the users. Like when I do a PC replacement, we go out and we back up the user's information with a cool little script that I created. Actually, our whole team uses it. It's pretty cool. It backs up all the users' stuff. It closes down the needed programs, and then it backs up the stuff to our servers. And then we replace the computer and let the user log back in. And then we use a restore script, also that I created, because I'm awesome. And and then we basically do that restore script, and it pulls all that data from the servers and puts it back on the computer where it should be for the users. And so it's basically almost just like the computer that the user had before, just upgraded and runs better. We do replacements constantly, so that's why down here on the floor here, you'll see all these computers all set up right here. And that's because I do replacements all the time. 2 or 3, 4 weeks, sometimes even more. So it's a constant thing. We're still trying to get computers off of Windows 7 that has not been supported by Microsoft for almost 2 years now. So we've actually had to pay, or the company has had to pay, yearly for each computer. I believe the first year was like $10.99 per computer, and then it tripled to like $30 per PC per year, and we had over 100 of them at the beginning of this year. So ridiculous amounts of money that the companies had to pay because they couldn't get the PCs upgraded. A lot of that has to do with the fact that the software needed on those specific computers was not compatible with Windows 10 yet. So, and now I'm sure that people's eyes are glazing over because they have no idea what the heck I'm talking about. So I'm gonna leave it at that for now, and I'll come back to some more cool things that I do at work. Hopefully maybe I can do some little bits of videos of me actually doing some stuff. Those PCs behind me are already set up and ready for deployment to the users, so it doesn't do any good to show you anything. So that's it for this snippet of the video, and I'll add more content probably to the video in a little while. Here I am again, out and about on this rainy day. It's raining all over the screen and all over my head now that it just started all of a sudden. Wow. All right, that's great. So I actually I know I keep talking about my beard, but I wanted to see what everybody else thought. I am debating on if I should shave it off after Christmas or keep it like this for a while longer and see how long I can get it. Also, as you can see, when I'm wearing the mask, I constantly have to pull the mask down because the hair pushes it up. So I haven't really researched it, but also in the comments, if anybody can find any way to fasten the mask in place for someone with a beard, leave that in the comments too. That would be super helpful for me. Hey guys, now I'm back at home, and I just wanted to mention I found some things that I didn't even think about selling on eBay or Mercari, and I just wanted to inform people of like the little gold mine that they could be sitting on. You see these little dongles here for Logitech wireless devices, and they have that little orange symbol on them. Well, those are the Logitech unifying receivers for mice and keyboards. And pretty much anybody that has a computer probably has a broken mouse that had this receiver in there. So right now these are going for $10 plus shipping a piece on eBay or Mercari. And I listed them, and within 2 hours I already sold one. I have 10 of them here in this package. That's all I've listed. And they actually, I have probably at least another 10 from other devices that have broken over the years, or that I've worked on, that people left them in there and left the computers with me because they weren't salvageable, things like that. So it's, like I said, a potential little gold mine. I mean, I have $100 sitting here in my hand that was pure profit. So, and it's like $3.95 shipping for the users. So they're paying basically $14 for a little dongle, which is pretty reasonable, I think. And they can unify their devices with the software that Logitech provides on their website, and they can use those to sync up even a mouse and a keyboard as a combo instead of just having to have separate dongles for both of them. Or theirs broke and this one's to replace it. But I really thought I would just talk about that because that's actually a pretty cool thing. And like I said, I didn't even think about posting them online to sell until today. And after researching, because I had a stack of them just sitting there, that it's actually really worth it. I think that's all there is for today, and I'll post again tomorrow. Please put a like on this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel. Smitty out.